Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So a funny little thing happened. I think we can get a little bit of story time in here as well. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So, let's jump on over to Proton. So it looks like what happened in here, so this is for Global, the Dokkan Festival X Legendary Summon Carnival, this, like, news tab, somehow they accidentally threw, like, some UI Goku details in here, which is very mysterious how it could even happen. Some of these leaks, like, on this level, it does seem so absurd that it's like we do wonder, like, is it intentional? Like, it's just so absurd. So let's, again, let's look at this. So what they did was they accidentally put, like, as though the character was out and the banner was live, they had, like, his images here. Now, they've done this before. I don't know if I'll be able to search it up and find it, but Global did this with STR Blue Kaioken Goku. So we're talking December of 2019. What if I put in 2019? Would this pop it up? Because I remember walking into the gym. Yeah, bro. Yeah, here it is. Look. All right, guys. They did. Global did this before, right? And then it was in here. They had early shown the Blue Kaioken Goku boss before he actually came out, and it was the same thing where they showed us the awakenings. So, like, the ROF Blue characters that awakened. Where are they? Yeah, there we could... Where is it? Okay, I'm looking at this. Yeah, let's look at the other one. Yep, there's the Blue Kaioken Goku, or the regular Goku. Yeah, here we go. Boom. Like, these guys have been shown. So, what was this? December 5th, 2019. So this is something Dokkan... I mean, we've had shit like this happen an awful lot, right? So, alright, so here we go. Here's the Part 2 LR. So yeah, at this point, by the way, the, like, mantra I'm always taking is I like to be, like, very, calm and patient, because Dokkan players and the internet in general is just a swirl of negativity, and Dokkan players are always upset. So I like to, like, let's just be, like calm and cool. I know it's funny coming from me. Calm and cool, yeah. But let's just be chillaxed. Let's wait for all the information to come in. All the information on Part 1 has come in. It sucks, right? Definitely not good enough for an anniversary. I think it is the worst anniversary Part 1. You could pull up, like, 5th anniversary Part 1 or 4th anniversary Part 1. But I think, like, Dokkan inflation, right? It's a different, like, the game is in a different place. Part 1 in the 4th anniversary, back then, was so good compared to Part 1 11th anniversary right now, which is not so good. So I would say this is the worst Part 1 we've had, right? I just gotta imagine that Part 2 has got all of the goods, right? Everything we're looking for the anniversary is just gonna be in Part 2. I don't know. Back to back, like, huge major celebrations, by the way. The more grand character has been in Part 2, and GDC Part 2 was much better. I'm not going to definitively say guaranteed 11th anniversary Part 2 is going to be better than Part 1, but the bar to clear that is very low, right? It'll be very easy for 11th anniversary Part 2 to be better than 11th anniversary Part 1. So I do think it's important to note, when we go into GDC, and I will be remembering this, let's be on the lookout that it might be different than it's used to be. In Dokkan history past, Part 1 is where they came with the best stuff. And then, like Legends was the opposite. Legends would always end with, like, the best stuff. I wonder if Dokkan is for real in a new era, and, they're gonna end with the best stuff rather than begin with it like they have historically. Because we now have two major celebrations. Because, I mean, GDC and Anniversary appear to me to be on the same level, right? Like, they do. And then, the next celebration down would be, maybe Golden Week, TDC, New Year's, something like that. But like worldwide / GDC and JP anniversary, those are the two celebrations on a different level. And for 2 consecutive, part 2 has been, what it is. All right, so let's see. So this is this SSR, and there's this TUR. Instantly, I see exactly what that TUR is. So, I mean, there's no denying what they're doing now, right? Like, the teasing of us. That UI does that in the Moro arc, which I have pulled up. But that is hilarious. That they so many references to Moro all of a sudden at once. It's because it's actually coming now. Yeah, very funny. Amatsu, no matter what, he's the GOAT because he does have a sense of humor. No matter what, that boy has got a sense of humor. Okay, so we have the Dokkan Awakening medals here. So this is Int UI Goku, and then Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta are Awakening medals to awaken UI Goku from SSR to TUR. Okay. And then here he is at LR. So again, it starts out as UI Goku. Players at the fan meetup, because they did show... What's funny is I was at one of these community fests, and the exclusive footage they showed us was Wrath Broly fighting... it was the Seriously Serious battle. Like, we got footage of Wrath Broly fighting the Super Saiyan Broly Seriously Serious battle, which was made for him because he had like 1 million super attack nullification counters, and he was building up stats. But like, at the JP fan meetup, they got exclusive looks at animations, dude. Just crazy. So people, I've wanted and asked for a while for one of these tag characters to not have an exchange animation, but have an intro animation, and then we would be able to choose the tag immediately from turn 1. In my opinion, the LR Goku and Frieza would have been a grand character if you could choose the tag turn 1. That unit's design would have made complete sense, because if your HP is high, you go as Goku. If your HP is low, you go as Frieza. That's the design of the character. But, like, they set it up to where at Frieza was just the worst, like, turn 1 anniversary character we've ever seen, right? So, hopefully, these guys, one or both, we'd be able to, again, swap. Turn 1 would be sick. So the medals to awaken him from TUR to LR. This is Tech UI Goku's medal, and this is the Int Evolution Blue Vegeta medal. Okay. Alrighty, so we have these two boys. And then, of course, there's the Daima character right here. So we got a little bit right here, so let's just go ahead and take a look. So we can kind of see... Okay, so the SSR, this is like a figure, some type of figure. I don't really follow the figures so much. Here's this account, which I've seen tweeting. I'm not really super sure what this account is, but it's definitely... Here, why don't we just retweet this? This is useful, information for this video, right? So this looks to be... The SSR is modeled after some figure. This is, yeah, UI Goku versus Moro. Bro, that Moro arc is going to go so crazy. And I would say this. I hope Dokkan does not go super crazy into using UI Gokus and all these Dragon Ball Super characters leading up to Dragon Ball Super returning at the end of this year. I think it would be so much better for the game if, we just, like, build up a little bit of no Dragon Ball Super, and then, like, right around the climax of God Goku vs. Beerus, we drop God Goku vs. Beerus in game. Shit like that would just be so good, right? So I really hope Dokkan is preparing to do that. And then, we do ROF when it's on. We, finally we get the transforming Goku Black with good animations, right? Like, there's so much stuff they could still do. Finally we'll get, God level Vegito Blue, right? I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe the future Trunks arc will be taking place around, like, GDC next year or something. Very possible, right? Then Vegito Blue and Fusion Zamasu or something are GDC next year. And then, maybe AGL, Vegito Blue, and Fusion Zamasu EZA then? Could be. I hope they do that. But yeah, there's this. This is obviously mastered UI, but it's a very, like, this is a one-to-one. It's obvious, like, what they're doing, right? For the TUR. Here's this. We all talked about this. Looks like this is probably a KO screen, but it might just be the end of the EX Super Attack animation. where it's a direct reference to the manga. By the way, I've said many times, I am not a fan of the manga Tournament of Power. I think it is ridiculously inferior to the anime Tournament of Power by a huge margin. There are points, like, I think a lot of the Future Trunks arc manga is better than the anime manga. Except Goku Black himself, though, is so intimidating in the anime, but he's like he's like a little boy toy in the manga, man. They be beating the fuck out of Goku Black in the manga, too. Goku Black is Vegeta's little hoe, man. Like, Vegeta pummels Goku Black in, like, 45 pages in a row, man. It's so bad, right? So it's like, there's good and bad, you know, in the manga and anime and shit. And this really good shot right there looks similar to the manga. I didn't realize this. What is this also? This is also Moro arc, I believe, right? I think this is when Goku fights. I don't know. I can't remember who the guy's name is, but like Moro's top lieutenant or whatever, who I think he's beating the shit out of 17, 18, right? Or some shit like that. It has been a while since I've read the Moro arc. It's gonna be so far once it actually is is shown. But yeah, so there we go. We have UI Goku leaked. I mean, it's not like the biggest deal, like, oh my god, what are they doing? But it's like, this is so absurd. It just feels like it's intentional, right? Like, how do they accidentally just be like, oh, here you go? This is more. I mean, we knew that the Super Saiyan 4s were the Dokkan Fest, but obviously with the medals too, it's more confirmation. This is the Carnival character, and the Dokkan Fest is the Super Saiyan 4s. But I mean, again, they did already say that at the event. And we've seen, you know, several of these leaks happen in both Dokkan and Legends. I mean, Legends has leaked UI Goku 1,000,000 times. I mean, Dokkan decides to do it. Just very hilarious. So, I mean, let me know what you guys think. We're getting close. Unfortunately, I don't know that I've ever said this during an anniversary before, but now we just wait. We have nothing going on until the 13th. It doesn't even, I can't, like, it's criminal. It's actually criminal. But yeah, there's nothing. We have 3 days of nothing during middle of anniversary. Dude, I already, bro, I'm telling people I don't have time for collabs. I don't have time. I don't even have time to answer messages. I'm telling my girl, baby, I'm swamped head to toe, all month. It's gonna be crazy. And then now, boop, there's just 3 days of nothing. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, that's why we say, send the blitz on Amatsu, man. Yeah, not just Patriots FC, Drake May FC last night. Nah, send the blitz towards Amatsu, too. So, alright, guys, let me know what you guys think. Carnival LRUI Goku. Thank you, of course, my loves for watching. I love you guys. Mwah! I'll see you guys for part 2. I mean, hopefully part 2 will deliver the goods. They did do that successfully in GDC, so I'm going to be cautiously optimistic that 11th anniversary part 2 is going to be pure flames. We'll see how it's going to go.